Alright, Umamusume heads, Umamusume if you will. It's CM time. This needs no introduction. Round 1 of the sprint CM. Let's take a look at how she goes. I think my horsies are actually really good given how many runs I've done for them, i.e. 1 each. I consecutively made 1 run of each of these Umas back to back to back, and that's just kind of what I ended up with. Not the correct icon. I believe I used Pink Shoe. Pink Shoe? Yeah, the Akebono, not great, but Air Groove, Bakushin, and Curren. None of them are super great, but they all have Turf S, and they all have fine stats. Her power is pretty low, but the others are like okay. And skill-wise, from my understanding, I mentioned this in the random video that I did where I was playing through the game, but my understanding, I didn't watch, there was a VF write-up, I saw the VF write-up, and basically the idea is you get 4 Excel skills. Doesn't really matter what Excel skills you get, but the idea is you get 4 Excel skills and then you get corner skills. Obviously, straightaways isn't corner, but hey, sometimes you don't get the option, but the 2 inherited uniques are Excel skills, and then you want 2 additional, so that's the idea. Anyways, that's the Curren, the Bakushin O. Excuse me. This one has slightly better because it has a corner skill, plus Prof Curvature, which is also corner skill. Turbo Sprint, Excel. We'll see. The thing that sucks about her is just her incredibly low power. But what can you do? And then the Air Groove has double corner skills, which is kind of nice. I don't know. We'll see. And then obviously it's my understanding that the CM itself is just kind of like extra random since it's like a very short sprint and like literally anything can happen, so I don't know. I think as far as my my horsies go, I'm pretty happy with them. Because the entire time I was trying to make like a slightly better Curren, and I only do like 1 or 2 runs a day. I mean, most of the time I do 1. Sometimes I'll do 2 if I'm like bored and I have nothing else to do. But I did not even come close to making something better than this Curren Chan. So, I don't know. I probably put in like an extra 20, 25 runs, which isn't like anything crazy, but it is a good bit. This shit's gonna be so fast. There's not much race to be had here. But that's a sprint for you, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. I have a feeling most of it's gonna be Curren Chan wins. For just everybody involved. Because Curren Chan is incredibly easy to make, comparatively. Also, Jesus, really low wit. Wit's really good for this, because this whole thing is basically a downhill from what I understand, so wit is, like, as good as power in certain circumstances, but, yeah. Anyways, I'm kind of surprised at the low wit. That's all I'm trying to say. But I think Curren Chan's gonna be basically what most people are gonna be winning with. Just super easy to make of an Uma, and it's good. I don't know. Good. Good. Because I think her growth is 20 power, too, which definitely helps. Which is even sadder that I couldn't get her to 1k. I just wanted to get one of them to 1k just so I do the triple 1k plus. But unfortunately, I think I made her when I didn't have the MLB Machikana. Not that I think the Machikana would have, like, necessarily made it any different, because then I would have less wit cards and less wit gen, but I don't know. It's a consideration. Oh, my Bakushin uniqued. But I think the Haru, yeah, the Haru won. Honestly, I'm happy for Haru. If you're making a Haru that can win, you deserve it, man. You deserve it, man. Oh, man. And the thing about sprint is, another thing that I understand from the VF write-up that I read, max speed is very unlikely to ever be hit, so it doesn't even matter. Like, you don't need to cap 1200 speed here, because you're very unlikely to ever hit the cap speed anyways. So I think it's definitely more possible for something like a B-Turf Haru to win here, because, like, you're never going to hit max speed anyways, so if she hits her excels and shit, I mean, you could just win. As you can see. Very close, very close. Take a look at everything that wins, just because, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a gamblo. El Gambolo. I do wish I had the ability to have a triple 1K horse, just to say I have one, though. It's truly sad I didn't quite get there. But such is life, I suppose. I am interested to actually play with the new scenario, because I don't know. A lot of people are like, man, the new scenario is going to take forever and it's going to be miserable, but I don't know how I feel about Unity Cup. I don't think I necessarily hate it, but I also don't particularly like it. I think the more that I play Unity Cup, the more I'm like, you know, the URA finale was not so bad. Oh my god, they're all uniquing. Kill, girls. Yay, my Curren won. Look at her, isn't she the most kawaii? The most kawaii days? I love Curren Chan, honestly. I mean, that's a pretty good Smart Falcon. Low-ish power. Just a frontrunner, though. Frontrunner with no groundwork is interesting. I can't imagine having no groundwork even here is good, right? Surely you still want groundwork. Not that I think it mattered in that particular instance, because, I mean, she was frontrunning pretty easily, but I still think it helps build the gap lead initially, right? I don't know. I think groundwork is just a skill you take always on a frontrunner if you make a frontrunner ever. That is my understanding of the skill, at least. And it obviously matters a lot more if you're fighting other frontrunners specifically, but you know. You know. And if you don't, well, neither do I, so we're in the same boat, my friend. Give Mummy a hug? That's an air groove win, I'm afraid. God, her outfit looks so good. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to y'all. Air groove's outfit looks so good. Yeah, I don't know. Even the Umas that are like... I mean, this is definitely better than mine skill-wise, but like stat-wise, I mean specifically, like, they're not hitting 1K power either. So I don't feel too bad about it, I suppose. I think the main reason why I can't hit 1K power is the amount of runs that I've done, coupled with the, like... What is the word I'm looking for here? The lack of an ideal parent setup. Because obviously Mummy Creek is kind of hard to borrow like a good one in the first place, because Mummy Creek isn't a sprinter. But you need to borrow her for sprinting. Which can be problematic if you need to raise the sprint level, or you need sprint sparks, because like you're typically not going to find it on a Mummy Creek. I mean, you can, but you have to settle with a shittier one, which is what I ended up doing. Which then means you have less power sparks. And then unless you have a personal parent that's really good that has power sparks, which I don't, the horse that I was using, my Pasa, has speed sparks and stamina sparks. Half those sparks are useless. You don't need stamina for this at all. So I think if I had better parents, probably hit 1K very easily. Well, I mean, I for sure have hit it on the air groove at least. That's my queen. Look at her. Carrot pudding indeed. Might as well just run the card out. Honestly, I might just watch all of these just because sprints are so slow. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. Sprints are so fast, not slow, excuse me. But, I don't know. I need to figure out what the next CM is. Surely it's not another long CM, good lord. And then at some point, the Aquarius CM. The Aquarius CM is the one that I give a shit about. Just because I think it's fun, and I think winning the CM that is like your Zodiac is kind of fun. And Pins had the same idea as me. We have the same brain cell, my friend. Do I think I will? Probably not, because it's gonna be a dirt CM. And the only dirt horse I really have is gonna be like the default you have, like everyone has, or like New Year Haru Urara. Damn, this guy actually made like a raw pasta. Damn, he has sprint A pasta. That's hard to do, my friend. You deserve that, my friend. My friendo. Because I think pasta starts at like E sprint or something. It is not easy. And that's what I mean. If you have like better set up parents for these CMs, like I don't know, maybe it's just my perception, but I think a lot of people downplay the effect of like a good parent. Like, it's obviously very good that you're able to borrow one good parent always, but having like a mid parent, like a personal parent, you're losing a lot of potential stat and like obviously skill hints and everything. Like, parents are so important. Damn, my Bakushin O lost. That's sad. It must have been very close. Yeah, neck. Triple 1K. They really do be like that. Kinda surprised this Curren won. Skills are not very good. Because NSM basically isn't a skill. I mean, maybe she procced it, but it's basically not a skill. Especially in this CM. But like I said, it's just RNG. This is like the most RNG CM, from what I understand. And it makes sense. You have about 4 seconds of racing, and there's not much that can happen in that 4 seconds. Because by the time things can start happening, the shit's just over. It's all ogre. Ogre-y cap, if you will. At least I find myself funny. That's all that matters in this life, you know? What is life if not to have some laughs, some giggles? That's a front-running Bakushin O. Why? She knows something I don't. My air groove procced everything in the game. She better win. He procced everything. Why would you make a front-running Bakushin O? Those stats are so low. My goodness. I don't know. I mean, do what you will, but I feel like if you're gonna run a horsey that you like, if they can do a style that's just better, because pace is clearly better for this CM, why would you not do that? I don't know. You're free to do whatever you like. Don't listen to the bad man. Me, I'm the bad man. And that's being the truth. The most true shit I've ever said. Play games in ways that make you have fun. It doesn't make sense to me, but it doesn't have to make sense to me, because it's not my Uma, you know? Never forget that shit. That's gonna be a fucking Smart Falcon win. That's so sad. I mean, that's a really insane Smart Falcon. Almost double 1200 with 3 1k pluses. Double track and distance aptitude S rank. And she's not built terribly. She has plancha, which is like the inherent skill you want, especially as a front runner. Like, this is just better than angling and scheming for this CM as far as I'm aware. And then she has groundwork. Groundwork will proc. She's got 2 corner skills. She's got 3 excels. 4, I guess, if you count groundwork, but I mean, that Smart Falcon is insane. If only I could have beaten her. Oh, and also, I didn't mention it, but I'm sure the people who watch this, I think for the most part, probably know this game much better than I do. So if I don't understand something or whatever, feel free to enlighten me, because I'm down. All the information I get basically is just from either my friend or, I don't know, whatever I happen to see when I'm scrolling in bed or like outside. And I check the good old Reddit app. Because this is very much so my casual, comfy, cozy game that I just kind of play for fun because I think it's cute. But that don't stop me from being a tryhard on occasion. She did it. I'm proud of you, Curren. Let's just get us a 3W so we can move on to the next round and then hopefully do the same thing again, and then hopefully we win the RNG lottery in the finals. Yep, that's the plan. Because, I need the carrots. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of poor. I'm kind of poor. You know what I'm spraying? Curren Chan is the 9th favorite. That's fucked up to say to her. She's #1 in my heart. Another... Well, I guess that doesn't have to be a frontrunner. It could just be a pace that got the frontrunner spot. But we'll see. I'm curious. Here we go. Curren Chan is fucking carrying. This is what I expect. I do think my Curren Chan's probably... Well, I don't know. My Air Groove. Which one of these is better? The Curren Chan? Or the Air Groove? I think the Air Groove is better. But I guess I could sim... I've never simmed them. I guess a sim would tell me the truth. Maybe the Curren is better. Whatever the case, it's gotta be like a minor difference. It'd still be interesting to know. But I've come a long way. I can mostly identify things that are like good and bad and the reasons for things now. And again, shout out to Pins. You explain things to me very nicely. I appreciate you. A lot of my more in-depth knowledge comes from you, so... The whole... Figuring out what speed carryover is definitely makes sense. And I can understand why certain things are good, especially on this CM. And I can also understand why people... Like, why tracks are different based on, like, when the final spurt starts and, like, if there's a corner leading into it. It's for things specifically like speed carryover. That is something I like about this game, though. There is a lot more going on than you might think upon first glance, you know what I mean? And I think games like that are always interesting to me, and I enjoy playing them. Because something doesn't need to look complicated or complex for there to be complicated or complex, like, nuance to it. And I like games that are approachable, but also have depth, I guess. He did it. Ha 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 ha, indeed. Amazing, we've qualified for Group A. They said it couldn't be done. Who they are, I'm still not quite sure, but they said it couldn't be done. And you know what? I proved them wrong. I proved all of them wrong. No, I mean, I kind of assumed I would be getting Group A. Because my Umas are not bad. But this is, like, actually the most random CM we'll ever have. I think all Sprint CMs are like this. They're just by design like this. Because, again, sprint tracks are very short, and there's not much time for things to really happen. Because by the time things can happen, it's over. She's done it again. She goes for the back-to-back. That's my fucking girl, dude. That's my freaking girl, dude. And then you know me. Gotta do my last entry, just for funsies. I'll run the card, and I'll be back when I finish. Alright, the end card is going to be a 4-1. Overall, not too bad. I'm chill with it. That's our lottery runs for today. What do we got? 25, 25, 10? I'll take it, man. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Enjoy your life. Honestly, truthfully. Enjoy life. Shit, dude. Every day is a new day. Open every door. Close every window. Look, man, I'm working on it. Call me fucking Aristotle, Chipotle, or whatever. Bye.